Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back. We are on part 4, which is page 3, which is Patricia's Avery envelope. I do not have I have an Avery envelope. I don't want to use it. Well, actually, it's not Avery. It's Office Depot, and the flap is on the side, so it doesn't really work. This one has the flap on the top, but I want to keep my canvas in it, and so I'm just going to use this kind of as a pattern. I'm going to kind of tell you what I did and hope it works. I've got a piece of 12 by 12 craft card from the collection. That's part 1. And then I have a piece of the craft card. This will just finish off our envelope. So what I thought I would do is just, and I know that if I have measured this against my book cover. Where's my book cover? And I'll show you. Okay, so that's the back, but it's the same size. So, oh, not the book cover. What am I measuring it against? Measuring it against this page, and I do not want to cut this page. This is my page. That's why I have my measurement on there. So I have measured this here. I would like, if this was on a page, to come 1/4 of an inch in and 1/4 of an inch here, which you can see that I've put a little mark on here, right here. So if I open this, I figure I can make this in 2 pieces. This piece right here is going to be 5 by 9, and then this piece, which will be where's my mark? Right here. From here to all the way to here, measuring, is going to be 11 and a half from wherever I marked it. I measured it, but it's 11 and a half. And then what I'm going to do after I cut that 11 and a half by 10 and a half, because it's 9 and then 3/4 of an inch flaps added to it, so that makes 10 and a half. And then I will just trace this. I'm not going to make this quite as long, and I'll tell you why. See how beat up this is? That's because it's really hard to get all the way up here into that pocket. So I think I'm taking 1/4 of an inch off, and I have I think that's in my measurements, about 1/8 of an inch actually. And if we find that we need more, we will cut down more. But I figured I'll kind of trace that. So I've kind of tried to fold it the best I can. I will cut everything straight and round the corners here. And then we will taper here. And other than that, I think we should be okay. Crossing my fingers. So this is the page we measured against, but we're not using this page. I need another piece of craft from my stack that has not been cut. So there we go. So this one, according to my notes, is going to be, and if I have confused you completely, go watch Patricia's video, because sometimes it's not easy to convey what you're talking about. So I hope I haven't totally confused you. She breaks it down, and she also makes one out of a file folder. So I want, oh shoot, I did that the wrong way. This is 8 and a half, and I need 9. Okay, plan B. Let's get another piece. I have a whole stack, so I'm good to go. And those will get used for something. All right, let's go this way. Yeah, okay, so I want 5 inches this way. Did I hit record? Yes, thank you. All right, good. Let's see if I can get finished with this in a reasonable amount of time. So this side now, we want 9. Okay. And around the corners, I'm using the 1/2 inch corner rounder on all of my rounding. So this will be the bottom of our envelope. All right, let me think this through for a second. if we have this flap, now this kind of doesn't really matter which way it goes, but if we have this flap coming down this way, it needs to go this way. Okay, so I'm going to need to trace this way, right? So that it's the right side up when we get to it. So I'm going to cut it the size I want and then do that again so that I can think it through and not get it upside down. Let me get my scraps out of the way so that I know this is the piece I want to keep and this is the piece I want to fold down. I think it's scored at 3 3/4, so let's do that. That will help us. Which way is the top? Okay, this is the top, that way. So if I am folding it down, this will be upside down. So I want to turn it completely around. Yeah, so that'll be right side up when it folds around. I'm not going to see the back side, but the brown will be inside. All right, so this gets scored from the top at 3 3/4. So 1, 2, 3 3/4. Here we go. I'm just going to score the whole piece so that I can fold it, and that will help me. I should have scored it on the other side. That wasn't smart. Let's do 8 1/4 here, which is going to be 3 3/4. It just makes a nicer fold when you score it. Let's use the bone folder. Okay, so this is the top flap and this is the bottom of the envelope. And we want this to be 11 1/2. Well, we know it's 12, so we just need to cut off a 1/2 inch, right? From that side. So 1/2 inch from this side. All right. And that's pretty. I could make a ribbon with that. All right, now I need to decide, do I want this side or this side? Because this is going to be 10 1/2, which means 11 1/2, 12. I need to cut 3/4 off. Maybe I'll just cut 3/4 or 1 1/2 off of this side, because this has a lot going on over here. So let's cut 1 1/2. Oh, I'm going to have to turn it around. Are you guys totally confused? I'm sorry. I'm trying not to make it complicated, and sometimes the more complicated I try not to make it than it is. Alright, so let's keep that strip. And now we have this. So now let's rethink this. Alright, this is going to come over here, and this is going to tuck down underneath that. Okay, so I need to score 3/4 on each side of the bottom piece. So I can put my this at the top, and I'm going to do 3/4 on each side up to that fold. So 10 1/2 will be 1, 2. Okay. Wait, no, 3/4, not 3 halves. 1, 2, 3/4. And stop there. And 3/4 from this side. Oops. Okay. So, let me bring my example in here. So that's going to get scored on either side like that. And this part is, okay, so this part's going to get cut off. So I could go ahead and score that whole piece. Or I can just trace it from here. This pattern is really bad because it's all torn up. But I think I can make it work. So let's just trace this here. And I may be over too far. We'll find out. Okay. So this is the top, and these are the sides, and I'm off slightly, but I think I'll just go ahead and finish that score line all the way up so I know where I am. My measurements must have been slightly off, so my envelope's not going to be quite as big as the canvas pocket. But all right, so scissors. There they are. No, I don't want the big ones. The one thing I notice about these, they don't come to a sharp enough point so that when you clip all the way to the end, it kind of tears your paper. So when I'm doing anything that I need a precision, these are better. So we're going to cut in here to that score line, right over it, or right to it, and then I'm going to take out a little taper, just a little piece right there. Same thing on this side. I'm going to come right in. Light's giving me fits again. I tried a new setting, and it's like a bluer light to see if it would help any, but it doesn't seem to really have made much of a difference on what I can see. Okay, so you can see here with this did I didn't score straight or something? It's kind of buckling. Let's do it this way. Sometimes if you flip it over, you can ease that buckle out, whatever is buckling. I don't know what it is. I must have scored it a little off, right? Or it's right here, whatever it is. I'm not going to worry about it. So this will be attached here, and this will be the bottom of our pocket, and that lines up, okay, evenly. So this will be the bottom, and then this piece will fold inside. So I probably, maybe I should mat this with the other piece. Did I not have another piece? I think I have, or at least something that coordinates with it. Well, I could use that. Let's see, maybe I can use that. Although it's not really the right direction, but I could put, that cuts off the butterfly. If I come here, there's the butterfly. Cut off an inch from the bottom, I might be able to make that work. And then that would kind of coordinate. I mean, this one has a lighter background than this one, but it coordinates enough to match. So I think I might do that with that piece. But let's finish this one first. Sorry, I got totally off. I want to go ahead and cut straight up. And I am going on the inside of the score line. And the reason that we're going on the inside of the score line is so that we don't have any resistance, which we shouldn't have because it's on top, but all right. So now we have this. I'm just going to cut this out. I'm going to cut it out on the inside of the pencil line best I can. You can't see, kind of, there we go. And this one, and I can erase those pencil lines. I'm just trying to stay as close as I can. I hope you guys can see. I'm turning it so that I can see in the light. Okay. Alright. Hopefully that's correct. Alright, now let's get our corner chomper and round some corners. Get that. Wrong side. Let's do the bigger one. Okay. Not sure I can do that one. I might have to get a piece and trace it. Let's do, this will work. I made an extra pocket for some reason. I was thinking I needed 6. Okay, so round that and round this. I'm trying to come right inside this piece right here. It's just a little smidge. There we go. Okay, I'm going to save that for a template in case I can't get in there again. So there we go. We have that beautiful rose piece, and then this will attach here. I'm just double checking before I glue anything down. I want to make sure everything works out. And then this should slide right underneath, and it does. It should only come up to here, however. So I'm over just a tad. What, an 1/8, maybe a 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to have to trim this piece down. And you know, you have to play with it because everybody's book cover is what do I do with the cutter? Everybody's book covers are different sizes, so you kind of just have to make it up as you go. I'm going to do 3/16, so that's right. I'm going to go back just a smidge right there. And then I will round those corners again. Oh no! That chomped my whole thing. What happened? Never had that happen before. It went all the way inside. Huh. Look how far off it went in. That is really weird. Anyway, I don't think it's going to matter. I'm going to cover it with paper right now. So let me put this aside for a second. And I'm going to cover this with this. Oh, I need to trim the inch off the bottom. So this is approximately an inch, but it's not exactly an inch, but it'll be close enough. And if we keep it still without moving, we'll be good. All right. A lot of paper ribbons in my future. All right, so the jacked up corner, it's not really that, but Jack, we want him on the bottom. And I want this side to be up because it's kind of round, and I think I'm going to put it like this. So I need to say Jack on this side. All right, so I'm just going to line it up on this like that, and we're going to put some glue. I should have just waited until I got it matted to do the corner rounding. Ooh, the air conditioner finally kicked on. I'm sitting here sweating. We keep it on 74, I think. But when it's warm, it gets a little warm in here because I am not in the direct line of the vent. I can only feel it if I sit back in my chair. So if I'm leaning over my desk, it's not. I'm trying to keep this from sliding while it sets. That's going to be nice. I think that'll be perfect. Make sure there's glitter everywhere. That glitter does not stay on the paper. Okay. Alright, so I am going to trim it in here. This will be fine. Just come right up to that edge. There we go. Okay. All right, there. That's a nice and sturdy piece too, so it won't get destroyed. But we missed a little bit of the butterfly, but I think we're good. And I really like this whole vignette. That's pretty. All right, again, we're rounding the corners. I will do it slower so that it doesn't chew up the entire pocket. It doesn't really matter which one Jack is, I guess, at this point. So, and there. All right, so look how far off that was. My goodness, I don't know if you can see that or not. That's crazy. Anyway, all right, it's fine now. I am going to ink this. Oh, and I get to put a little, no, I don't. This is not a pocket. Okay, never mind. I was thinking I need to put a little notch, but I don't. No, this is just the bottom of our envelope. Okay. I re-inked this pad and I made a mess apparently. It's getting ink everywhere. Oh goodness. I must have overshot this and got it on the side. So I have it on my desk here. I have it all over the lid, which is the problem. And maybe we can get inside there with the BB wipe and or the, there we go. I don't know if it seems to be quite a bit in there, goodness. Alright, well that's the best I can do right now. Okay. I got most of it off of there. Okay. You get a little inky. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get this thing put together. What'd I do with it? Here it is. Okay. So we have the top. We have the bottom. The bottom is a nice secure piece. And then if I line this up like this, and this will tuck right inside like that. Right? Good. All right, let's ink this. I want to make sure there was no more corrections to be made before I glue it together. Sorry for this long pause. That drives my husband crazy. It's like my mind has already gone on to other things. that I'm thinking about, and I don't even, he's like, can you just finish a sentence? Yeah, sometimes. Don't need to ink the back side. I do want to ink in here because we will see this. I'm just leaving this as a craft. I know Patricia lined hers, but that's because she was using the Avery envelope that had the Avery designs and stuff on the inside, and I have the designs on the outside, so I am going to ink along here a little bit. And don't really need a lot of ink on this. And we are going to be doing something on the back of this, so I do guess I need to ink back here. And it just occurred to me that this back piece might have needed to be a little more neutral, because I think the back is going to be the magic envelope. We'll see. All right, let's do this. I need to mark where the glue is because I don't want to do too much glue. And then I can erase. Oh, well, yeah, I could just glue here. I'll use this one. We're saying anticipation. So I'm gluing from where the rounding part starts, about 1/4 of an inch in, and along the bottom, double checking to make sure that I'm putting the glue on the right portion, because I have done that and you have seen it. Alright, so let's put this down. Get it where it goes. It's a little slightly over. If I get it on the bottom, it's not going to matter. So let's hold that for a second. On both sides. Craft takes a longer to hold, so it's very porous because I think of the texture is I don't know, it's like recycled paper. It's not coated or anything, so it just absorbs right in. It doesn't sit on top like if you were using a coated paper. The glue would sit and wait for you. This kind of sucks it right up. Okay. Probably didn't need to glue the bottom because we're going to be punching holes there. But I'd rather have it just be closed, so we don't have to worry about that. And we tapered this, yes, okay. Okay, we're about done with this one. I've gone past my 29 minutes. I am going to tuck this in like so. I like that. And I am going to punch holes on the bottom of this using the 6 side. And I'm not really concerned. I'm going to center this and I'm going to clip it on like I did before. The reason I'm using the 6 side is because it goes in the second section where there's 6 holes. So I'm going to put that there and put that there. I'm on the 6 side because I don't know why. I'm going to make sure my camera is working because sometimes I hit record and it does not record. So anyway, I think it will be fine if I do these. So, where is my marker? So if I did on those, that would make 7. So these are the ones in between. So 1, 2, 3, that one's a little high, 4, this one's a little high too, 5, and 6. Okay. And all I did was center that on here. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Let me give myself a little room to do the eyelets. I clean this desk 50 times a day when I'm working, and I still run out of room. Okay, make sure I'm on the right side. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes when I, excuse me, sometimes when I start to squeeze, it slides, so I can't go fast. Gotta take time. And one more. Now, I'm not crazy about the way this looks. It looks good on that side. I think I'm going to leave it. Because if I round this, then this is going to be round at the bottom and square at the top. I'm going to leave it. It's not going to be that noticeable. It's going to be in the spine. So let's get some eyelets on the situation. Get some of this ink up. Oh my gosh. I'm just making soup. You see it? Where's the white paper that I should be sopping this up with? I should be using this, not wasting this ink. Yeah, that's not reality. I know some people do it, but not for me. I don't think about that until after, usually. All right. Just gotta get rid of some of that. Oh my gosh, it's still coming up. All right. Now it needs to dry. Don't want to lay this down and have it get warped. Okay. So I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I am running down, and I know I need, let's see, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And I know I need 14 at least for that French bulletin board. So, like I said, I ordered some more today. I hope they're the right color because it says gray, but on the picture it doesn't look gray. So, we'll find out. Okay. So, let's get this punched. Lost one. And there we go. Okay, she's ready to put in there. So that is going to go in here in this section, and on the next video we're going to do the magic envelope that goes on the back section. And I think I'm gonna have to play with it for a minute to make sure that I know what I'm doing before I video. I'm gonna have to hammer down this one. Well, maybe I can just squeeze it again. Sometimes I go too fast and it doesn't get flat enough. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to go check out Patricia's videos. I'll see you soon.